It's already February and most traders are behind on their goals. In fact, they're probably even worse off now because they were so excited in January about the new year. They made all these new goals, these things they wanted to achieve, hit a certain milestone, and so they thought that they had to go and do more work, trade more, hustle harder, study more, learn that strategy, learn another strategy, keep doing whatever that they're doing in 2025, but more of it in 2026. And now they're in a deeper hole. They're worse. And if that's you, then let me explain. Watch this video because it'll help you understand. Historically, February, the gyms are empty. Every gym is empty again. It's not full like January. The drop-off begins in February, where the realization of their reality catches up and it mismatches with their goals. It's not working out. Reality kicks in again. And in trading, it's your old identity catches up with you. Because you can set whatever goal you want, whatever number you want to achieve. But if you don't do the identity work, you're going to default back to your old self. So your old patterns are repeating. Your old negative loops are repeating. The old subconscious programming, your old identity is still there. And if you don't clear that, you could set whatever number goal you want and you won't achieve it. You're always going to go back to the old self. And this is the year of the fire horse, 2026, whether you believe in that or not. But it's the expansion year. It's the expansion energy. It's where everything inside of you gets amplified, good or bad. So if you're in chaos, that is going to come out even harder this year. And some of you might be that were struggling last year are struggling even more this year, and you're wondering why. It's the expansion energy. And some of you that were doing kind of well are doing really well this year because that's also expanding. The good is also expanding. And you can make all your goals in January with all the willpower in the world. But the willpower doesn't last. It makes it feel difficult. That's why it feels difficult, because you're doing it with willpower without doing the internal work, without doing the subconscious programming, without doing the identity shift. You see, if you want this year to work, you got to do that internal work. Otherwise, you're just going to be drifting on a raft out at sea, drifting back to your old ways. You're not going to get to your destination. If you want to get to your destination where you want to go, you got to do that work. You have to reset and regulate your nervous system, reprogram your nervous system, reprogram your subconscious mind, brainwash yourself into your new identity. This is what I do with my students. You have to delete the old patterns, the revenge trading, the FOMO, the impatience, the fear, the greed. Those are negative patterns that you have to kill. The ego, you got to get rid of it. And you can't use willpower for that too, because that's programmed into you. You have to do the reprogramming, the subconscious work. So if you've been struggling this year, I want you to slow down. Slow down a bit. And go back to taking one trade a day. 2 trades a week. 2 trades a week, if you can. So that means 2 wins, you stop trading. 2 losses, you stop trading. If you have 1 win and a loss, then you can take a 3rd trade if it makes sense. But some of y'all are just, you don't have that structure in place. You don't even know about that structure. And then you wonder why you blow your account. Because you don't know how to stop. You might be doing really well early in the week, and then by the end of the week, you gave all your money back because you couldn't sit in profit. You couldn't sit on your hands. You don't know how to sit still. You not feel comfortable in profit because you're not programmed for it. Your financial thermostat isn't ready for money. So you have to reprogram that. You have to increase that. Otherwise, it's just going to be the same as last year. And I'm not saying this to have a go at you or to make you feel bad or any of that. Not at all. I want to help you. I want to see you win. That's why I'm talking about these things, because nobody else is. And this is the work that has to be done. You don't need another strategy. You don't need a strategy hop. Your strategy should work. It should have been working already. There's no need to change. If you're changing it, it's your ego. That's your ego talking. Trying to protect yourself. Trying to blame the strategy instead of doing the work. Instead of doing the internal work on yourself, because that is the hard part. That's the scary work. That's the healing work. That's the shadow work that you have to do. You got to fix it. So this should be the year you heal. This should be the year you let go of all your baggages, you forgive people, and you move on. And you do it selfishly so that you can achieve your trading goals. If you're crazy about trading, if you're obsessed about trading, you got to be obsessed about doing the work, doing the internal work. The reason I'm so into psychology and mindset and spirituality and all of that is because of trading. I didn't suddenly say I wanted to be into psychology and into all of this esoteric stuff. It was trading that got me in here. And it's a beautiful journey. And it should be a beautiful journey for you too. There, you see, trading, it's a marathon, okay? It's not a rush. It's not a race. You have your own time and everything will come to you at its own time. But you have to, it's like God is going to test you. God is going to test to see if you're ready to receive it. As a person, as the individual, are you the person that deserves it, that he says this guy is ready for it, for that success, because he is who he says he is internally? You see? And it doesn't have to be God. It could be the universe. It could be source. It could be whatever you want to call it. But it's something. And so that's just part of the journey. You know, it's the self-mastery, the emotional mastery, mastering and understanding your nervous system, and just toning it down. Take one regulated trade a day. If there's anything that you can take away from this video, regulate yourself before your trading session. Take one regulated trade. Meditate, breathe, mindfulness, all of this stuff. Get into flow state. This is important because you're going to make better decisions. When you're unregulated, You make bad decisions. Your mind's all over the place. You suddenly you go blank. You don't know your strategy. All of a sudden, you don't know if you're buying or selling. That's how you mess up. That's because your sympathetic system, your nervous system, has taken over, and you're trading from survival mode. And then all of a sudden, your goals don't matter. You know, your goal is, oh, I want to make this much, so I'm going to click, 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 click. I'm going to trade harder, hustle harder. That's just survival thinking. That's survival trading. You got to be in this parasympathetic. You got to be calm. The best work you could do, or the best goal you can, and it's not too late. It's not too late to start. But the best goal you could do is to become calm, to become regulated, to reprogram yourself. Because once you do that internal work, as above, so below, as within, so without, it's going to show, it's going to reflect. Everything starts internally. And then it'll reflect externally. And then your results will show up. It becomes automatic. You're not fighting the market, you're not fighting yourself. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, drop your comments below. Let me know what you're struggling with. I read all the comments and I reply to all the comments if I can. But until the next video, you're on your own. Take care now. Goodbye.